What's going on, YouTube traders, investors? Today we're looking at Nordic American Tankers, ticker symbol NAT. With an oversupply and demand at record lows, oil producers need storage. Enter the tankers. Let's get into it. All right, before we get into the chart and looking at the numbers, if you like this type of content and want to see more, please hit that subscribe button and hit the like button too, because that helps out immensely with the algorithm, getting my information out to more people. And if you would like to be notified when I post new videos, smash that bell. And thanks for watching. Now we're going to jump into some recent news. Nordic Tankers CEO says oil glut is creating revenue, stock trades higher. That's the title for this article. And basically this article was taken from an interview that Jim Cramer of CNBC's Mad Money did with the CEO. I want to say this was like a day or two ago, but I'm going to go ahead and skim through this article. Nordic American Tanker is the third largest oil tanker company and is taking advantage of the limited availability of oil storage by charging nearly $70,000 per day for ship usage. Now, this is what CEO Herbjan Hansen told Jim Cramer. The article goes on to say that the company's clients list includes all the big boys like ExxonMobil and BP. And basically goes to say how they're scrambling to find additional storage space for this oil because nobody's using it right now because everybody's locked down from the crisis. So the cost of Nordic American charges customers is upwards of $70,000 per day. That's crazy because this could last for, I don't know, 6 months, 8 months, maybe a year. So $70,000 per day, they're definitely going to be making money. It goes on to say Nordic American doesn't have any hedge fund clients who mostly don't understand the business behind oil storage, he said. So there you have it. The CEO doesn't have a lot of hedge fund clients. But anyways, the current market environment happens to be the strongest seen in a while as Nordic American is making a lot of money at this time, Hansen said. So, and it goes into some numbers, which I found pretty good and some interesting things about the business. But revenue for the first quarter is projected to rise 65% year over year to 88.5 million, according to data from FactSet. The new source of revenue puts Nordic American in a much better position to reward shareholders through a dividend, he said. And I did watch the interview and he did talk a lot about the dividend. He's very proud of that dividend, which we will get into shortly. The article goes on to say the company doesn't have a lot of debt on the balance sheet and was debt-free a few years ago. Nordic American will once again become debt-free again moving forward while boasting the strongest balance sheet and best dividend in the industry, he said. So all this is basically coming from Hansen, the CEO. And that day, the stock was trading 13% higher at $6.62. And we all know that this stock hit $9 on Tuesday. So that's pretty much it for this article. I will definitely put a link to that video in there. Now we're going to jump over to FinViz. All right, here we are in finviz.com, probably the best free stock screener available. Here's the daily chart. We're going to scroll down to the numbers. This stock pays over a 7% dividend yield, 7.63% to be exact. They pay 56 cents per share per year, divided is roughly 14 cents per share per quarter. Really good. I don't see a payout dividend ratio here. From what I understand, they've been paying it for a while and the CEO is really proud of the dividend. So I don't see it going anywhere. And all the money they're making now, they should be able to clear up the little bit of debt that they have. But the big thing is this stock, I believe, is gonna 2x over the next, I don't know, we'll say 4 to 6 months, probably. You can see the performance for the week, over 44%, 81% for the month, 88% for the quarter, almost 100% half of the year. The numbers are just really, really good. But this is one to this is the important part that's going to show you that this stock is in play right now. Your average volume is 5.9 million. The volume Tuesday was 110 million. So a lot of people are piling into this stock. Now, I would say this is going to be more of a short-term play because eventually oil is going to come back somewhat and they're not going to be needed as much. But there could be a lot of time in between before that happens. So we'll scroll down. The last 3 upgrades from Evercore ISI, these are a little old. They don't reflect what is going on currently because they're saying a price target of $4, underperformed to inline, neutral to buy from BTIG Research. Jeffries underperformed to hold. So these are not going to reflect what is actually going on in the tanker world. So that's going to do it for FinViz. We're going to jump to the Thinkorswim chart. Here we are in the Thinkorswim platform presented by TD Ameritrade. If you would like to use this software, all you need to do is open up an account with TD Ameritrade. You do not have to fund the account. And once you've completed the process, you'll be able to download this software to your PC, to your Android device, or iOS, Apple, and it'll be all good. But here we are in the 1-year chart. There's not a lot going on here until we get right in here, starting back in October of last year. And as you can see, it broke above the 200, traded above the 200, went back down. And then we get to basically, this is where oil really starts taking a dive. And then they have the surplus of oil, and this is where we start seeing that the tankers are going to be used to store this oil. How long, we don't know yet, but I'm thinking it's going to be in a significant amount of time. And as you can see, this stock has basically took off in a straight line, hitting a high of $9 on Tuesday, the 28th of April. Now, we'll zoom in a little bit right in here and just check this out. Like the volume on this day, look at that, 111 million for a stock that has an average of almost 6 million. So this stock is in play. The implied volatility is through the roof, and I'm probably going to do another video on a trade that I did with Nordic American Tankers. I'll probably do it sometime relatively quick. But anyways, as you can see, it's went up, it's pulled back some, went up, and I think it's going to pull back a little more before it makes the next run up. So we'll go ahead and draw out some trend lines here. We'll take the low that was back in November, just bring it out to about right there. So that's kind of the support line, you can say. And before this right here, it was kind of trading in a downward channel, kind of like this, bouncing around. And right here is the breakout. It's where it basically broke out of the trend line and went parabolic. So, but this stock, I believe, can 2x, and it's all going to depend on when oil comes back. And if you factor in that the country pretty much is getting ready to come out of a lockdown, a lot of other countries are in lockdowns, but it looks like they're getting ready to come out of it. But you have to look at how many days oil didn't get used. I mean, we'll say it got used, but not at the rate that it needed to. And the bigger picture is that it is like sitting under $20 a barrel, maybe $10 a barrel. I don't know. I didn't check on that, but there's a surplus, and you've got companies that don't even store oil trying to figure out how they can store it. So that's how much that we have. And I'm saying that at a minimum, this could probably go on 3 months, but I'm thinking probably 6 to 8 months. So you figure in $70,000 a day for one vessel for a month is over $2 million. So Nordic is going to be making some money. And we're going to back out of this chart. I want to show you something real quick. We're going to go to a 5-year chart. Time frame to 5 day. And here we are. This is just back in 2015. And this stock was trading at a high of around 17. This is when they were generating quite a bit of money. And if they get even close, which I think they're going to top the money that they were making back here. So when I say 2x, we could probably definitely see it. I'm just speculating, and do your own research, please, but I'm thinking around 15. And the play that I did on this stock is I bought a certain amount of shares and I sold covered calls on this because I do not plan to stay in this stock. So I sold covered calls because the implied volatility is through the roof and you can make a lot of money selling calls when the IV is up. But we're going to go back to the 1-year chart, and that's pretty much going to be it for this video. Like I said, do your own research on this stock and you decide if you want to invest in it. I'm invested in it, and I'll do a video showing my trade. Well, not my trade, but how many shares I have and just how I thought about doing the selling the calls of it and why I did. So look out for that video, and thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button, and smash that bell for future notifications. Thanks for watching.